she just took the money from these people right out from underneath them.
From children, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
I mean, but like, elderly, she doesn't discriminate. It's like, if you're old, if you're young, you got cancer, you don't have cancer, we'll take advantage of you however we possibly can. God, that sucks.
I mean, it's because a lot of people, I don't want to beat a dead horse, because I think everybody around knows the kind of person that Chris Davis is. But I think to a lot of extent, I don't think some people really just don't know what he actually gave to that program. I mean, besides the community and all that, but just to that program, and like he paid for that, the facility down there, which now is, his nephew, Eric. I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah.
Eric Davis, One True King, does the training lessons down there in the facility and stuff.
Right.
He's he does that down there now, but back then Chris was paying, like the heating bill. I've been through all this stuff. Just the heating bill down there to keep those kids practicing all winter long in that building was astronomical.
Dude, I could imagine. How big's the facility?
Oh, there was 2 facilities, and he had them both running so they could practice in both. It's 2 big warehouses. It's thousands of square feet in both. And just the heating bill down there alone was, for the winter would be well over 15 grand. That's not the other utilities. That's just the gas to keep them warm.
Yep.
And he covered all of that, everything.
Wow.
And never asked anything of anybody. But that's the kind of guy he is.
And that's the ripple effects too. People aren't realizing, and that's why I would love to have a town hall and fill it with people that, how did Michael not know people? Now I get if you're just coming in, you don't know anything. That's one of the early questions you ask. But I'd love to have a town hall and just, walk through, okay, well, here's why. And then, have my little explainer and whiteboard. And then we have these little pieces of paper and the string leading to different things. But it's stuff like that too, is like, these were just really down to earth, good people.
Well, I think a lot of people, it's just like anything else. A lot of guys want to sit back and say, especially guys in that realm, and they want to be like, oh, I'd never trust my wife that much.
3 times divorced.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you're sitting here and you're like, yeah. And it's just like, I'm not going to say that question didn't cross my mind too.
Sure.
But if you open your eyes and look at this, it's obvious in the beginning, but as you look at this, it's clearly obvious. And I started to get that picture because naturally I can't, just like any investigator should do, when you go in and look at something, I can't go in here, get these papers, and in my mind say, he had nothing to do with this, right? You got to stay unbiased until you get the facts.
Sure.
And I wholeheartedly would testify to the fact now of seeing what I've seen and knowing what I've seen throughout the trial and different things like that and other things that I've seen. I would easily believe 100% that he did not know. He did not know the actions that are indicated in this, that he had nothing to do with it. He didn't know about it. It went on after him. There's no reason to carry that on.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't, if that be the case, even if you was the battered wife or you was forced into doing something at the point when it was over and you got lucky and he just naturally died, you'd be like, thank God now I can tell everybody what he was doing to me, not continue it on to the fashion that is, there's 100% evidence to prove that.
Oh yeah. Texting her mom, like while he's in ICU, like, hey, I got this deal. I got all these sutures,
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's just so disgusting.
That's cold blooded, ain't it?
Dude, that's bananas. Yeah. That's like Hannibal Lecter level sick. Like seriously. But yeah, that's just, she's just a wrecking ball, dude. Like not the Miley Cyrus, kind of harmful version. Like she's the one that'll kill you and your entire family if it'll make her $20, you know what I mean?